Hey everybody, it's Jimmy, the Bearded Biker, with Moto Nation USA, and this is my 2020 Road Glide Special, and I'm going to be giving you an overview of the Boombox GTX along with Android Auto. Stick with us, find out what that's
Whether coming or going, Moto Nation USA, always on the road.
Here we are with the new 2020 Road Glide Special with the Boombox GTX we're going to be doing an overview on. I'll be turning it on there. We can see the boot up time is substantially faster than the previous generations. We'll do accept. And of course, this is the basic screen that comes up. What we're going to be looking at first is the home screen. And I press the home button right there on the left side of the screen, and now we're looking at the home screen. And we're going to take these icons individually, one by one. Over here, we've got the music. Press that, and we come to this screen right here. Up here on the left will be categories of music that the FM will happen. Categories, and then we can go through their news, information. You can read that, sports talk. I've got rock, classic rock, soft rock, top 40 checked, and of course there's others. So those stations will show up whenever you do your scanning and so forth. That's categories. That's up here on the top left. We're pressing this button. It allows us to choose AM, WB, FM, or Galaxy S10e, which is my phone. If we had a Sirius XM connection or module and or CB, they would be here in these two areas right there. But I don't happen to have those on this bike. So we'll go back here. And then over here, this is our scan button, our audio settings, and our RBDS. That same audio settings can be pushed right here. It brings us to this screen, which we can set bass, treble, audio routing, fade, and volumes. Bass and treble, pretty self-explanatory. We got the minus, we got the plus. We can go down with the toggle switch over here. See how it goes? That's the toggle switch on the handlebars. And you can get to all these audio routing. I'll press that real quick. That shows us music media. That's if we want it to play out of the speakers or if we want to play out of the headset. I'll be talking about pairing a headset in just a moment. The COM, that'll be our phones. And then the prompts, that'll be for navigation and when the bike tries to tell us something. And then we'll be going back to this screen. Fade, you're only going to get this little icon if you have speakers in the front and in the rear. And when you press it, the audio fade, you can put it to the front or you can move it to the rear. And that's audio fade. Again, a normal Road Glide Special would not have fade because it would not have rear speakers. A Road Glide Ultra would. Volumes, when we press this, we can change the speaker volumes up and down. You can also do that with your left toggle over here. But then headset volumes up and down, passenger headset up and down, and speed volume. That's when you go a little faster, it'll automatically increase the volume on the radio. And that's our audio settings. So we'll just go back here real quick. Now we're back at the radio screen. We'll be going to, it has 15 presets down here at the bottom. You can see that. 15 presets. Home screen, we're back over here with these icons. When we've talked about the musical note, about pairing our phone, AM, FM, that stuff. Then we're going to be looking at the navigation screen for a moment. So we press the navigation. You can see if I use the toggle buttons, the one that's lit up is the one you choose from. So it's on navigation at the moment. So we'll just press that and it brings up the map. There we are, our location. So these plus and minus signs over here, that will zoom in on the map or zoom out on the map. So you can zoom out and look around you and zoom in. That's the navigation over here, the compass. If we press this button, it orients us, it changes the map and will always point us to north, and will move the map. Or if we just have it set in its standard settings, the map will stay the same and the compass will move. You can get to choice. Down here, we can press this, and there's a left data field, and whichever one is checked is the one it's going to show. And you've got quite a few different little options to choose from. GPS signal strength, temperature, elevation, speed, all kinds of information that the bike's collecting, and you can choose from in your left data field. We'll go back, and you get those same options over here in your right data field. Press that, you get the same ones over here in your right data field. You get to choose what you would like down there. And down here, we brings us back here to this screen, and of course we'll have to go back to the navigation screen now. But that's pressing down there. Oops, didn't mean to do that, but so we'll go back to the navigation screen. Now up here at the top, the little spyglass or magnifying glass there brings us to the search bar. And when we press search, we can put in our destination like Walmart. We don't have to enter a street address anymore, and it will take us Walmart, and boom, search. It will take us to the Walmart, and then we've got options. I'll go over those in a moment in a different area. We can save that, call it, or go, and that's going. Now the purple highlighted route, it will call out the directions to me, and to stop, I go down here to this little stop sign, and I can either pause or stop. That's pausing it or stopping it. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop it, so we're back here. Going back to the spyglass again, if your home is set in the bike, you can just press that and you'll go home. These are saved routes that you might download into your bike. This is your recent routes. That's the old Harley-Davidson app. Points of interest, when we click that, all categories, ATM, airport, you can put these things on there, click on them, and it will put them as little pin drops on the map so you can choose them. Or if you choose points of interest, then it'll help you. We got a second screen here. I should say contacts. Contacts there. Rides, trails, that's for recording your bike. Rides that you've imported. Contacts come from your phone and you can call them. Importing and exporting data to the GPS unit. Down here is a little gas pump. That'll help you find the nearest gas station. That'll help you find the fork and knife. Will help you find the nearest restaurant. The little bed with the man sleeping in it or woman sleeping in it will help you find the nearest hotel. The bar and shield will help you find the nearest Harley-Davidson dealer. And the little suitcase with the cross in it will help you find the nearest emergency medical service, fire department and or police station. Emergency medical services or emergency services. Now up here at the top, if we go over to the gear, this is whenever you're using a route, you've got different route preference: fastest, shortest, twisty, or scenic. And then back to fastest. Sort preference, relevance, distance, alphabetical, relevance. Round trip, you can click that, check it, and it'll, wherever you go to, it also plans the round trip from wherever you started from. Alternate routes on, alternate routes different, alternate routes the same. You can turn those, and avoidances. And you've got several different things. You can avoid highways, toll roads, ferries, tunnels, in-process data, car trains, unpaved roads, seasonal restrictions, borders, or you can return it to its default. And that's how you put in avoidances. Restore defaults, and you'll go back to what the bike is set at when you first buy it. And that is a list of all the little things here. We'll go here. That'll be your location. It'll give you these: Gainesville, Texas, and longitude and latitude. And you can go to your GPS and look at those satellites above there and get your GPS data if that's what you're looking for. You can save that and look at your options. That's your signal strength there. Again, navigation menus, you can do your point of interest icons, a 2D threading, a 3D heading, auto zoom, nav prompts, your current street, your next street, your lane guidance, audio info, left and right data fields, speed and flow, junction view, 3D terrain, 3D buildings, highway services, motorcycle icon. I've got mine set at the road glide right there. You can see, you can have a blue arrow or electric glide, restoring defaults. And that'll bring you back to what you got when the bike was brand new. And now we're done with this. So we go back here to the home screen, and then we look at the phone. This will let you make calls. There's your contacts, text messages, a keypad if in case you need to type in the number, or an SOS to contact emergency services, and of course the Bluetooth, listing paired devices, ringtones. That's what you get there. Now we'll talk about the settings. This is for setting your favorites. You can just press and hold and it'll go to your favorites. This is when you had your headset connected. It's grayed out, so I don't have one there. And these are my settings. Audio settings, this brings us to this screen again. I've already gone over that, but I wanted to go over it. Display, you can check screen brightness and dimness and changing the colors right there. Global presets, you can turn it on or off, full keyboard on or off. Your Bluetooth setup, that's for your phone. Wireless headset will only show up if you have a WIM module, and you have to have a WIM module or a workaround if you want to use Apple CarPlay. We'll talk about that in just a moment. English units or metric units, clock, you can set it there, system information, language, projection on or off. So let's go back up here. It's wireless headset. Now I want to do something with my WIM. So I'm going to go ahead and press this. I'm going to pair the rider. I've got a Harley-Davidson Sena 30K right here. As you can see the unit. Trying to hold it up here. I hope it comes out clearly. And then we'll be turning it on.
Hello.
So I've got it turned on for the moment, and now we're going to pair it.
Phone pairing.
It's the Loki 2018 is the name of my headset unit, so I'll just press that on the...
Boom audio connected. Your headset is paired.
And that's how we pair a headset. Setting the helmet down for a second. So we can see that the battery's at 50% there. We can configure that or forget it. We'll look at the configuration for a moment. Smart volume control. It's set at medium. Smart audio control is like whenever you're listening to the radio, but you're also paired with somebody else and they speak. Well, it'll automatically put the radio in the background as they speak, so it'll become very dim. And then whenever they stop speaking, it'll raise the volume back of the background music that you're listening to. That's your smart volume control. Your voice prompt, you enable or disable it. That allows you to do that. OK Google, stuff like that. There's your side tone that you're able to enable or disable. Advanced noise control, your Vox phone, your Harley-Davidson intercom unit, FM station guide, the AF setting, Vox intercom, guest mode, and your voice commands, and you can set those enabled or disabled. I've currently got mine disabled. We'll go ahead and enable those. That's all for your headset. You can do the same thing with the passenger. And then, of course, we're back here at the wireless headset unit. Going back to this screen, we've pretty much cleared everything except this. This takes us to the audio routing. Again, the audio settings. Audio settings. We go back to home. Then I'll press the information button over here. This is for trips. This gives us an information. So if we have a trip in there, we've got a route. Let's say we were going to the Walmart. This would be illuminated, telling us how soon we're likely to get there, how many miles it is. Some additional information is over here. The ambient temperature around the bike, the elevation that we're at. And you've got a couple of little things down here at the bottom. Check oil, engine is not lit. Your engine information and distance since last service. The engine idle temperature management strategy system is disabled. This is my air pressure, 37 in the front, 42 in the rear. And then, of course, this is my trip summary. Average speed, average miles per gallon, fuel used in gallons, the number of stops I made, and how far I traveled. And the day starting and the ending. This is my signal strength down here. That's my Bluetooth that's on, and currently my bike is headed east. It's 9:19 in the evening. I can turn off the radio with the little power button, but that is a quick overview of the Boombox GTX. One last thing I wanted to show you is, let's go ahead and go to the main screen for a second. I'm going to plug my phone in. And as I plug my phone in, Android Auto should automatically populate. Phone is plugged in, so the little phone icon should turn into a little arrow. Looks kind of like Aquaman. You just say OK, and Android Auto will populate. And this is Android Auto. The home screen is back here. I'll press this button right there, and this is what Android Auto looks like on the Boombox GTX, and some of my apps that I've got running through my Android Auto. I'll just scroll through them real quickly so you can look at a few of them. And that's Android Auto. Hey everybody, it's Jimmy, the Bearded Biker, with Moto Nation USA, and this is my 2020 Road Glide Special, and I'm going to be giving you an overview of the Boombox GTX.